Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. My name is SirEpicorn, and today I am bringing you back with another video. So it's been a while. I've been doing exams. Been kind of busy. I just finished my last exam today, so woohoo! School's out for the summer. Am I right? Am I right? What am I saying? My voice didn't really work there. So basically, I have a few stories. But I'll just explain what this build is, what you've probably already seen in the thumbnail and the title, but I'll just tell you anyway. I have no idea what it's going to be called yet, but I do know that it is like this kind of crappy apartment, I guess. It's like, I don't really know, because there's a child's bedroom and then there's like kind of like a teenager adult kind of, it's like, I don't really know. I just thought, you know what, I just wanted to do an apartment build because they're a lot quicker to do, because I wanted to do a video as soon as possible since I just finished school and like I want to get back into the routine. So I just thought I'd do an apartment, and I didn't want to do a boring old apartment, so I did this. I actually, you can see in the corner, it's I don't know what it is. It's like well, you can see in the corner where it is, and if you want to download it, it'll be on the gallery anyway. And also stay tuned for the next episode of my Let's Play. That'll be coming out soon. Woohoo! Not that any of you will care, but you know, whatever. So, stories. First of all, I have finished my exams. The exams went alright, I guess. But overall, I think I did alright. I know I passed all of them. Like, at least I didn't fail. That's all that matters, really, is it? No, not really. But, you know, I don't really have high standards when it comes to exams. I should, probably don't. So, anyway. If you can notice any different quality as well, I just actually recently bought a Adobe Premiere Pro, is that what it's called? I just recently bought it because, I don't know, I have some money spare, so just like I decided to get it. I don't know if I'll be able to have it forever because like you have to pay monthly, and it's like, do I really want to pay monthly? Who knows? So I'll see. Anyway, basically, so I have a story. So my mom owns a play school, right? She owns a play school. It's called Jelly Beans. There's a whole story about that, but I don't really know it, to be honest. She just called it Jelly Beans. That's not the point. So basically, they're coming to the end of their school year. If you're American, it's kindergarten, or like, I think it's in UK, it's like reception or something. I'm not 100%, but in Ireland, it's play school, like creche, Montessori, like, you know, those kind of things. Basically, so they're coming to the end of the year, and basically she has younger ones that are just starting, and then she has ones that are just about to leave to go into primary school, which is like kind of school after kindergarten, like I guess elementary, is it? I have no idea. I'm not really good with the whole school systems. I only know mine, really. But that's not the point. I've said but like so many times. Right. Believe it or not. If you're a true fan, you get that, even though I've only made 3 videos. So basically, I had to take pictures because I had to have a class photo so they could like have memories, I guess. But I'm an extremely awkward person. Extremely awkward person. Emphasis on extremely. But basically what happened was, so I was taking the photos, that's fine, whatever. My mum, she was like, so she made them all line up because they got their classes are upstairs, and then there's downstairs, which are like the younger ones. But they all lined up outside, like, because I took the photo outside, and then they all lined up outside, and she called them one by one to go upstairs. And she called up like at least 5 people by then, and they all went upstairs, and she went inside to like help one of them or something. And there's about 10 or 15 children left. Like, it's not a big class, but there's about that. Basically they're all standing there, and one of them gets into a fight, right? So they're pushing or something. One of them's shouting each other's names. I don't remember their names. Like it was last week. But basically they're fighting and they're like, "Oh, stop it." And little old awkward me standing there with the camera in my hand after just taking the photos, awkwardly like, what do I do? I don't really know. And then they were like, it was a cry for help at this stage. They were like, "Help, help, he's grabbing me," or whatever. I don't really exactly know why he was crying for help, but he was. And me just standing there like, I just pretended to ignore him. But like, you think I would be good with children or whatever, because like I plan, like one of my jobs I'd like plan to be is like a primary school teacher, and because I like children, and like last year I helped over summer like take care of children, but obviously it's like a different class group this time. But I just stood there and they were like at least 5 minutes. My mum was helping someone, so I was just standing there outside, just like trying to ignore them. And like one of them, I'm pretty sure one of them came up and it was like, "Can you help me?" or something, and I just ignored him. Am I a bad influence? I'd say so. Like and it wasn't even like that. Like before I took the photos, I went upstairs like with the kids, and basically, my mum made them all line up, so she could bring them outside so they could get the photo done. And like she was like doing like, "Put your hands up, sit on the ground," and stuff like that. And I just stood there awkwardly as they all were staring at me, expecting me to do it as well. Like I am such an awkward person. Like, yeah, like it's just really hard to explain. Like some people don't really understand. Like some people are social butterflies, I guess, and they could just do whatever they wanted, right? And they could just like, I don't know, scream at the top of their lungs, like shouting to the world about something. I don't know, that's just whatever. And I can barely communicate with like 6-year-old children. So not even 6, like they're like 4 or 5. Like they don't care about me or like about me getting nervous or anything. I care, and I shouldn't. Like it's just it's like that with a lot of things. Like I'm not very good at communicating with teachers or people I don't really know. Like I have my own little friend bubble and I kind of stick around them. Like I guess I talk to people in classes and stuff, and like I kind of like, but I'm not. I'm very awkward to say the least. But right now I am freezing. Sorry, I'm just changing the topic now because I kind of just covered that. I'm just rambling. I am freezing. Like, so the weather, Irish weather, right? It's summer right now, obviously. And recently it's been extremely, well, not even. It's been like 29 degrees Celsius. So 29, well, like 22 to 29 degrees Celsius. And for us, that is like scorching hot. That's like the best of our summer that we're ever gonna get. But like people in America and stuff, they have to go through like 40 degrees Celsius and stuff, and like 20 degrees for them is like winter. It's like nothing. But us little Ireland, I'm pretty sure it's the same in England. Like we're getting a heat wave right now, and like I cannot handle it. And like during the day it's so humid and I just don't leave the house. Like I've just been cooped up in my room. Like I go out occasionally, but like not really as much as I would. Well, now I'm making myself seem like I'm this like really athletic person that just goes out all the time and like hangs out with... No. I have more online friends than real friends at this stage. You know, that's how sad I am. Anyway, that's not words. Sorry, that was just a mental breakdown. Just ignore that. Anyway, so I am wearing shorts right now. Like right now I'm filming this, well, recording this at 10, but throughout the day it was boiling hot, so I'm wearing shorts and I just haven't changed yet because like I don't get changed into like pajamas or anything until like 10. So basically what I plan, what I'm not planning to do anything. I am sorry in advance. Like, I'm just such an awkward person. Anyway, enough about my awkwardness. Anyway, so we've been having a heat wave and I'm wearing shorts right now. But now it's night time, so it's freezing and I'm wrapped up in this fluffy blanket and I'm still cold. Like, my dad just came in to say goodnight and he's like, oh, it's hot in here. And I'm like, no, it's not. And he's like, open a window. I'm like, no. And I'm like wrapped up in this blanket and I'm still shivering. So, like, I don't know. But like, that's the funny thing. I complain about the hot weather, but when when it's gone, then I'm like freezing. So it's like, I'm not good at making my mind up really at this stage, am I? Anyway, so another topic is I have a lot of stories. But I don't really know when the best time is to use them, because like I don't want to pack too many stories in like videos, because otherwise I won't have anything to talk about in other videos. So I'd need to find a medium. Is that, does that apply? I don't know. Like, I have a lot of stories and I'm thinking of loads right now, but I don't want to say them all because then I won't have any stories to tell in my next videos. But then if I don't say them now, I'm going to probably forget them. So, what do I do in this situation? I guess I'm trying to think of a small story because we only have like 5 minutes left, and I'm trying to think of a small story to tell, because like I can think of loads of stories, but they take up a whole video. So I'll just briefly talk about this one. I can go in more detail in the next video, I guess. Basically, so I used to have this maths teacher. It was this year and last year, but then I transferred to a different class because it was just you'll understand. Basically, I had this maths teacher. He's like a year away from retiring, so like 63. He's like imagine, like, you know, the man from Monopoly, like Mr. Monopoly or something, I think his name is. Imagine him, but in real life as a person. That's literally what he looks like. He has the little tiny little circular glasses and he has a little mustache, although he doesn't wear the top hat, but like still it's close enough. And he has white hair, like. I'm not going to say his name. I'll just call him like Mr. White because he has white hair. Or I'll just call him Mr. Monopoly, you know, because like trendy, hashtag trends on point, hashtag on fleek, hashtag Mr. Monopoly, hashtag Monopoly, hashtag, okay, I'm going to stop. Hashtag I'm cringy. Why am I doing this to myself? Okay, I just need to put on one more hashtag shook. I overuse the word shook to the point where it's just not even funny. I find it funny, obviously, but like no one else does. Anyway, Mr. Monopoly. So he's not a good teacher. Like, I imagine he probably was a good teacher at one stage, but like I think he's gotten to the point where he just wants to lead this, like there's this kind of rule, I guess. I'm not really sure how it works, but I'm pretty sure it's like you're not allowed to leave unless you retire or something. I'm not really sure, but basically he's counting down the days till he retires. He's been in the school for at least 30 years or so, but he's basically given up at this point, so he just doesn't teach. So he taught us maths. Maths is like a universal kind of thing. It's not like calculus, algebra. It's just everything in one, basically. It, like, the technical kind of term is project maths, I guess, but we just call it maths. Pretty much, he's given up. Like, literally, you go into class and you just sit down and he just tells you to open a book and just read, or like open a book and do some questions. Like, he doesn't actually teach you anything. And it got to the point where like my mom contacted the school to ask like if I could transfer, because I was there for a year and I was just like suffering. Every class I went into, you just do nothing. Like, you do work, but like, you would never teach you. And if you didn't know how to do something, you'd go up. You'd be like, go up if you don't know how to do something, go up. And then you go up and he's just like, sit back down. And it's like, it's the most pointless class ever. Like, literally learn nothing. The only thing I learned was the fact that I had to try to teach myself stuff, but at that point I couldn't teach something because it was like a new chapter and I had no idea how to do it. And he couldn't help me because he didn't want to, because he gave up. So like, I'm very triggered still. I'm not even in his class anymore. Pretty much, he gave up. That's really just it. Like, my mum contacted the school and then they said, oh, we'll arrange a meeting with you and the teacher. And then my mum, she went in to have the meeting and he just didn't show up because he just, like, he's afraid, like, because like, if he gets like enough complaints and he can get fired and he won't be able to get a pension. Like, a pension's basically where you retire and then you get money still so you can like live normally. But he wouldn't be able to get one if he got fired. So I'm not really sure. But there's more on that later. Like, literally 30 seconds left. So I'm going to make it last most. So, you know, follow me on Twitter. Like my Twitter tweets. I post fire tweets. Like, not even joke. I don't tweet it often because no one notices them. So I just give up. Anyway, subscribe, like, comment, whatever. Do what you want. Bye. Oh.